I'm worried there may be something real wrong with me.
Rumor has it they only take one gal per town.
We're looking for someone with X Factor.
Has to be me.
How about a film nobody else has seen?
Is it legal?
Will be eventually.
I know what I've done. Bad things. Terrible, awful, murderous things. I want to be loved from as many people as possible.
But truth is, I'm not really a good person.
Welcome back to the 31 Days of Spooks. My name is Dylan Goebel, and today I'm talking about Pearl, released in 2022. The film stars Mia Goth and is directed by Ty West. And the film tells the origin story of Pearl, the killer from X, and how she ends up becoming the killer that she becomes. Okay, very simple plot. How is this movie? This movie's fucking fantastic. I like it just as much as X. This movie is phenomenal. I know it almost made my top 10 of 2022 list. If you've seen my top 10 list, I decided not to add this to my top 10 because I thought it'd be cheating. Fuck my English. Thought it'd be cheating if I put two movies in one spot. I know some critics do it. I think it's kind of cheating. It's like 11 movies in a top 10. You know, it's kind of weird. Anyways, yeah, this movie's fucking wonderful. This movie's got some great style. It's got some good kills, as it is a slasher flick, kind of. And it's got some great fucking performances and some beautiful looking cinematography. As I said, this kind of in a similar situation as A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, as it is technically a slasher movie because there is kills, but it's not really as focused on being a slasher movie. Like, X is a straight up slasher movie. This one, not really. I mean, yeah, there's some slasher movie stuff in this movie, but this is more of a psychological thriller. This one doesn't go into the slasher movie stuff nearly as much as X. This movie is mainly focusing on the character of Pearl as she's slowly getting crazier and becoming a serial killer. And I think it's fucking awesome. This movie's compelling, and Mia Goth gives one fucking hell of a performance. Mia Goth is one of the greatest actresses to ever happen to horror. I'm fucking serious. She deserved an Oscar for this movie. She did. She deserved a fucking Oscar, but she never got it because it's a horror movie, and you know how the Academy is pretty fucking hard on horror movies. Like, they barely acknowledge them. This movie should have at least gotten a best actress nomination for Mia Goth. She is that fucking good in this movie. And the production design and the cinematography, wow, fucking incredible. It all looks very old-fashioned. This movie looks old-fashioned. This movie kind of feels like a Disney film that would have been released in like the 40s, but with horror movie stuff and very not family friendly. Yeah, it kind of feels like that. This movie, it takes place in 1918. And it feels like a movie that would have come out in the 40s. Like, it is that old-fashioned. It feels very old-fashioned. It's directed very old-fashioned. It's paced very old-fashioned. And that's where this movie gets a lot of praise from me, because this movie, it's gorgeous to look at. It's also fun to listen to as well. Like, this movie's musical score is off the charts, man. The musical score for this movie is phenomenal. When I saw this in theaters back last year, just hearing that musical score come off of those theater fucking speakers, it was incredible. It was an experience in of itself. And of course, with a movie like this having slasher elements, how are the kills? They're pretty good. They're not as brutal as an X, and it's not quite as gory. there is some good gore in this movie. I'm not saying it doesn't have any gore. It does. It goes for the gore when the kills happen. But it's not as brutal as X was. That's what I'm saying. But the kills are still really good, and they put a lot of style in the kills too. Like, there's a part where X kills her sister-in-law, and when she's chopping this chick up, it kind of goes into like comic panels a little bit, and I thought it was pretty fucking cool. This movie has some fantastic editing. Like, seriously, this is one of the best edited movies of 2022. It's fucking awesome. This movie is pretty much perfect. I don't have a single issue with this film. I think it's very well acted. It's very well paced. It's beautifully shot. It's got the good horror stuff. And it's a very compelling psychological thriller about the character of Pearl. I highly recommend Pearl. It's just as good as X, and even though it didn't make my top 10 list, I definitely fucking recommend Pearl. The only reason why it didn't, because I didn't want to put two movies in one spot. If I would have done that, this movie would have been on my top 10 of 2022 easily. All in all, Pearl is a wonderful fucking movie, and I am absolutely giving Pearl an A+. So what did you think of Pearl? Comment below, let me know, and if you like my stuff, you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.